Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
I have
Please
one question, please.
tell me.
Yeah, I one question. The template is first the lecture according to the lecture. Next, you have the opinion of the man, and finally, I I do like a conclusion. It's like a conclusion to be to. I have only this question, please.
Okay. You have to organize your ideas the way I showed you here, okay?
Yes.
Where it is? Okay, here it is. No, this isn't okay. First, you have to mention what the reading about.
Uh-huh.
Then you have to explain some reasons. After that, you have to explain what happens in the recording. A man disagrees with the idea or agrees, okay. After that, you have to explain the reasons, 1 and 2. And if you can make a brief summary of all the things you have said, okay, like a conclusion. But you cannot waste a lot of time thinking about it. Just follow this in order to answer the
Ah,
question.
okay.
Okay?
Okay, I understand.
Now, let's go. Set the
Yes.
timer, 30 seconds to think about your answer.
Okay. According to the lecture
No, no,
it's
wait,
about.
wait, 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 wait. Okay, 30 seconds to think, and after that, you will have a
Okay.
minute to speak, okay?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
patient, be patient. Let's start. Now, Josue, it is time for you to speak, please.
Okay. I start. According to the lecture, it is about the enlarge the library. This is because the library it wants to have 20,000 square feet, and it wants to have, or it wants to be the best learning center in the city. But the man is opposite to this idea because first, to begin, he thinks he thinks the university more focused in technology, and second, he urges the university needs to improve the networking.
Okay, is that all?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Some comments about your speaking. Okay, it is okay. You organize your ideas in a pretty well, in a pretty good way. So that's it. First, what did you say? You mentioned what the reading is about. Enlargement of the library. Okay, that's it. That is the main point. Okay, you have to explain an opinion of the speaker. Okay, the man opposes this decision because of 2 reasons. You explain those reasons. Excellent job. Maybe you could have said something at the end, like a conclusion. Okay, because of those reasons, the man disagrees with the decision of the university. That's it. That is a conclusion. Okay, so you may want to add something like that. Okay, control your ideas. It is a good way of organizing. You did it. You did a good job, Josue. You did a good job. Okay, you can still improve. Okay, so work on that. Don't be nervous. Control your ideas and try to express what you think in simple words. Okay, the ideas
Okay,
were there. Just do it in a more organized way. But the important thing here is that you already know how to answer this question. Okay, that is the most important part. You know how to do it now. So that is good job, Jose. Good job. You can improve it. Okay, so let's
thank you.
keep working on that. Okay, please let's move on to Andrea. Please, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Please, 30 seconds to think, 1 minute to speak. Let's start. Time for you to speak.
Okay. The announcement, it is about that the university want to enlarge a library, 20,000 square. This is for because they want to be more bigger than other libraries. And the man was disagree about that because he wants more technology. He said that the internet is too bad in the university, and last year they bought chairs, and now they don't need that. He thinks that they need network connections, more computers.
Okay, you did a good job, excellent. But you need to control your time, okay? You
Okay.
mentioned, okay, what the reading is about, good job. You explain why they want to enlarge the university, excellent. You provide with an opinion of the speaker, okay? The man disagrees, okay? It is not the man is disagree, it is the man
Okay.
disagrees, okay?
Okay.
Estar de acuerdo works differently in English, okay?
Okay.
Estar de acuerdo en español, okay? Es estar de acuerdo con el verbo to be, okay, no hay problema. Yo estoy de acuerdo, tú estás de acuerdo. In English, es the verb, disagrees. I disagree, you disagree, she, he, it disagrees, okay? So
Okay.
work on that. Okay, it was good as well. You provide the opinion of the person, you provide some reasons, but at the end you got nervous, maybe because of the time, and
Yeah.
you couldn't conclude your speaking. But you have to improve that, okay? You can do it. You have to work on how to end a speech, okay? You could
Okay.
have said something like, okay, because of these reasons, the man disagrees with the decision of enlarging the university. That's it. That is how you can end your speech, your opinion, or your answer, okay? So work on conclusions, that's it. Is it
Okay. Thank you.
oh,
Yes.
now, let's move on to another exercise, please. Now, please, guys, read, okay? 1 minute to read this. Okay, guys, are you ready? Time for you to listen, okay?
Yes.
Begin reading now.
Okay. Pay attention, this is the listening.
Now listen to students as they discuss the announcement. Did you read the new announcement?
Are you talking about the library renovation plan? Yeah, I was just reading the school newspaper. I'm glad to hear that the IT center is open 24 hours. And they also say we can talk quietly there.
Did you say quiet? Didn't you read the part that the floors would be completed with wood?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? I think the atmosphere would be warm.
Believe it or not, the wooden floors are really noisy. I once had a neighbor who built a house with wooden floors and it made all the neighbors crazy. Boy, it's such a distraction.
Yeah, you're right, especially if there are people wearing heavy shoes. That will surely exacerbate the problem.
And talking about the walls, whoever cares for the painted walls? How long do you think the brightness will last? The walls easily get dirty. I bet it's going to last for only a few months.
I guess you're right. Sometimes there are students who even make footprints on the wall.
It's just a waste of money. I think the university should use the money on other things.
Okay, now be ready to listen to the question, okay? This is the question.
The man expresses his opinion of the announcement. State his opinion and explain the reasons he gives for holding that opinion.
Okay, was the question understood, Andrea, Josue? Or do you want me to repeat it again?
Repeat again, please.
Okay.
Waste of money. I think the university should use the money on other things.
This is the question. Please pay attention.
The man expresses his opinion of the announcement. State his opinion and explain the reasons he gives for holding that opinion.
Is it clear now, Andrea? Josue?
Yes.
Okay, now,
Yes.
please, we're going to start, okay? I'm gonna set the timer. Andrea, you're gonna be the first one, okay?
Okay.
So, please, 30 seconds to think about your answer first. Okay, Andrea, it's your turn to speak. Please do it.
Okay. According the announcement, it says that the university are going to paint the walls, change the floors. They are going to buy latest technology, and the man it is disagrees. No, the man disagrees about that because he says that it is a waste of money because the walls could be dirty, and the floor will be of woods, and it is too noisy. And that
Okay, excellent job. You mentioned all the important parts. You mentioned what they want to do with what the university want to do. Okay, that's one thing. The reading, what is the reading about? They want to paint walls and make the floor made of wood, right? That's it. Okay. You explain why the man disagrees, because the floor will be noisy and the paint will be dirty. Okay, that's it. One thing was missing, your concluding sentence, okay? You could have said something like this, okay? Because of those reasons, the man disagrees. That's it.
okay.
Can you see it is just a simple sentence? Because of that, the man disagrees with the decision of the university. That's it. So keep working on that, okay, Andrea? The rest is okay. Good organization of ideas. Good job.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Josue, this is your turn now, please. Are you there?
I am here.
Please, 30 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, time for you to speak, Josue.
Okay. According to the lecture, this is about the renovation of the library because it wants to be more technology with more computers. It want to open 24 hours, and it wants to have more space, more modern, and change. I want to change the floor and the paint. The girl opposite this idea because she says this is a waste of money for two reasons. The first is the wood is noisy, and the second is the paint is dirty. Because of two reasons, the girl is disagrees.
Okay, the ideas, the organization were okay. Excellent job, good job. But, okay, the girl was the one who was, I don't know, excited about those changes, okay? The man was the one who disagrees, okay? Be careful with details. The man was the one who disagrees, not the girl, the man. The man disagrees, okay? One thing. Another thing, good use of the conclusion. You did a good job with the conclusion. So excellent job in that part, okay? In that aspect. Good conclusion, but work on the details, okay? The man was the one who disagrees. That's it. And another comment would be that you have to work on vocabulary, okay, Josue? You can express all those ideas in a better way. So you just have to find appropriate words, okay? So
Okay.
work on that. Vocabulary is necessary to improve your speaking. You can do it. The more words you know, the easier will be for you to speak, okay? You got the ideas. You have the ideas in your mind and you are able to transmit them. But if you know more vocabulary, you will do it in a better way, okay? So work on vocabulary, that's it. Good job, because you did what I told you. Think about the reading, explain what is it about, explain if a person disagrees or agrees, explain why, mention 1 and 2 reasons, good job, and then end up your speech or your answer with a concluding sentence. That's what you did. So excellent job, okay, Josue? Work on vocabulary and time, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now we're gonna move on to the next task, which is speaking 3. Can you tell me what is speaking 3 about? Anyone, guys?
I am not sure because we don't see the monitor.
Okay, but were you present on Wednesday?
I present, but I did two things.
Okay, okay. What about you, Andrea? Were you present on Wednesday?
Yes, I was present, but I don't remember.
Okay. So, as I told you on Wednesday, I am telling you right now. Question 2 and question 3 are similar, are kind of similar, okay? You're gonna do the same. What are you gonna do? In question 2 and 3 of the speaking section of the test, you will read, okay? You will read a passage, an article, a letter, an announcement, okay? In speaking 2, after that, you will listen a recording about that announcement. A conversation usually, okay? A conversation about that topic. Speaking 2, that is speaking 2. Okay, what about the speaking 3? In speaking 3, the topic is going to change, okay? In speaking 3, you're not going to talk about a situation or changes or decisions of the university. No, you're going to talk about a specific topic, an academic one, okay? So be careful with that. And the recording will be about a lecture, a lecture. What you have just listened were conversations about some situations, right? Conversations, okay. But in the speaking 3, you will hear or you will listen to a lecture, a class maybe, a lesson provided by a professor or a professional in the area, okay? So that is the difference. In speaking 3, you will read an article, After that, you will listen to a lecture provided by a professor, and a question will be asked, and you have to answer based on what you see in that question. Okay, that is the main difference. The topic, an academic one in speaking 3, any topic in speaking 2. Okay, guys, is it clear?
Okay.
Okay.
So now here, can you see this, the screen, guys?
Yes.
Okay, now the questions. You will be asked some questions, okay? A question before you, after you listen to the recording or the lecture. These kind of questions, these are samples, okay? Some ideas, some examples of the questions that you may encounter. Describe what is and how the professor's example illustrates this idea. A sample, una muestra de lo que puede ser una pregunta. Acá. Describe how the example of the illustrates the concept of. Otra muestra de lo que pueden preguntar. Describir. Describe how the example of the following illustrates the concept of. Explain the concept of using the examples of and given in the lecture. Another one. Otra muestra. Otro ejemplo de pregunta. ¿Ok? Una variación. Finally, using the examples from the lecture, explain the concept of. Otra variación. Estas son las 4 posibles variaciones de preguntas que les van a hacer en Speaking 3, ¿ok? Así que considérenlas al momento de responder. Ok. What do we have to do in order to answer these kind of questions the best way possible? ¿Qué podemos hacer para poder responder estas preguntas de la mejor manera posible? Podemos seguir este mapa. It is like a map, okay? That I am showing you. If you follow these steps, you will be able to answer Speaking 3 the best way possible, okay? Andrea, please, can you help me reading this?
Stating the term or idea using the reading. According to the
Yes.
continue?
No, yes, okay, that's it. What do you have to do first? When answering this question, you have to explain or state the term or idea, okay? What is the reading talking about? Let's see, okay, let's see. Let's imagine that the reading is about, I don't know, recycling. Do you know what recycling means, right? Reciclar, okay. So you can say, according to the reading, recycling is the action of, I don't know, reusing some objects that we normally throw through garbage. That's it, okay? That's what you have to do in the first part of your answer. Explain what the reading is about, okay? After that, transition. You have to move on from what you read to what you listen. The professor elaborates on this. You can use this kind of sentence. Okay, in the lecture, the professor explains, or the professor elaborates on this. You have to explain what the professor said in the lecture, okay? You can mention first example, second example. Okay, so this is what you have to do. Pay attention to the reading. What is it about? Pay attention to what the professor says. Pay attention to what examples the professor provides. First example, second example. If in the lecture the professor only mentions one example, do it. Only mention one example, okay? If he mentions 2 or 3 examples, try to mention all of them, okay? So this is the way of organizing your ideas in this kind of question, okay? So please take notes. It will be really useful for you to consider at the moment of answering this kind of questions, okay? Please, I'm gonna leave you there for 1 minute, okay? Okay, guys. Is it clear now how to answer this kind of question of speaking three?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, what do you have to do? Explain what the reading is about, talk about what the professor says, mention the examples he mentions. That's it. And you can end up your speech or your answer by providing a general idea in a concluding sentence. Because of these examples that the professor provided is why I think, I don't know, recycling is this. That's it. Okay, you have to summarize your ideas in a concluding sentence, a brief concluding sentence. Okay, una breve oración que concluya lo que digan. Es importante, ¿ok? Así que es una forma adecuada de organizar lo que vamos a decir. Entonces, tomando en cuenta este orden, vamos a intentar responder a la pregunta del ejercicio que vamos a hacer, ¿ok? Let's start. Are you ready, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on then. Let's read first. Let me see where it is. Okay, here it is. Please, guys, read. You have 50 seconds to read this. Okay, guys, are you ready to listen?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's listen then.
Now listen to part of a lecture in a biology class.
Okay, guys, pay attention, okay?
Okay, class, today we'll be looking at one aspect of the ecosystems, cyclic population change. As time passes by, species increase or decrease their population due to many different situations that are around them. This phenomenon is rather interesting because the population of these species returns to its original condition after it finishes its cycle. Let me give you an example of this. Let's take a look at wolves and mice. In the beginning, there are numerous mice and only a few packs of wolves. So these wolves have plentiful food sources that can fill up their stomachs. Therefore, there is a significant increase in the number of wolves and a decrease in mice. However, as time passes, the decrease in mice causes problems for the wolves because there isn't enough food for them to eat. As a result, wolves slowly begin to die off, giving time for the mice to reproduce. So the whole process repeats itself again.
Okay, now please be ready to listen to the question.
Using points and examples from the lecture, describe the changes among wolves and mice. Please begin speaking after the beep.
Was the question clear, Andrea, Josue, or do you want me to play it again?
Can you repeat this?
Okay, one more time then.
Using points and examples from the lecture, describe the changes among wolves and mice. Please begin speaking after the beep.
Is it clear now?
Okay.
Now, Please, Josue, you will be the first one to participate, okay? 30 seconds,
Okay,
okay?
I sincerely understood so the listening.
Okay, you didn't understand very well. Why? What happened?
I understand. I think in the listening you have the examples of this cyclic population with the walls, but I understand the reasons in details.
Okay, excellent. So we're gonna see, okay? I'm gonna set the timer. 30 seconds for you to prepare your answer, okay? Be ready. Okay, now, Josue, please start.
Okay, the lecture is about the cyclic population. This is because it has changes in size and climate every moment. And finally, when you repeat the cycle, you return to the origin of the species. For this, for this, he explains with the example of the wolves. Um,
Is that all?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. You did an excellent job explaining what the reading is about. You explained the topic, the main point. That's it. Good job. Now, you could have improved your answer by mentioning the example that the professor mentions, right? What did she mention? It was this process of wolves and mice, right? You could have mentioned that as an example because the professor only mentions one example. So you could have mentioned that. You have to mention the example, okay? But the way you organize your ideas is okay. It's good. Explain what the reading is about, explain what happens in the lecture, and provide an example. That's it, okay? That's the way you have to do it. Okay, Josue?
Okay, then.
Okay, I understand that it is kind of difficult because we're talking about an academic topic and maybe it will involve, I don't know, many technical terms, new words, and so on. So my suggestion for this would be that you pay attention to keywords, okay? Keywords that you can use in your answer to provide a better idea of your understanding, okay? Pay attention to the keywords, that's the idea. Okay, Andrea, we have time for you as well. So 30 seconds to think and then 1 minute to talk, okay?
Okay.
Okay, time's up. Please start.
According to the reading, it talks about the species changing size of their population because the climate change. A problem that happens here is that the wolves increase and the mice decrease. The problem it is that the wolves can't find what to eat because the mice are disappear, and that's a problem for the entire cycling populate. Yes, that.
Okay, so as I told you, okay, you explain what the reading is about. You could have said something like, okay, And in the lecture, the professor mentioned the problem of the wolf and mice, okay? You have to mention that. You have to say that. In the lecture, the professor mentions the problem of wolves and mice, okay? And you can explain the problem. That is one example, and that's it. You can include a conclusion, and your answer will be perfect, okay? So you did it. What you missed was mention the lecture, okay? In the lecture, the professor explains that there is a problem between wolves and mice and so on, okay? You can continue explaining that way, but you have to mention, you have to make that transition, okay? You have to make others realize that you are talking about what you hear in the lecture, okay? So be careful with that. The rest, the organization of ideas is okay, okay? Andrea, you can keep,
Okay.
you can improve, you can still be improving. So that is what we're gonna do next week, okay? Because on next week, we're gonna still be practicing with this kind of speaking activities, okay? Guys, Josue and Andrea?
Okay.
Okay, I hope everything is ready, is clear now about how to answer these kind of questions, speaking 2 and speaking 3. Okay, I already gave you gave you some examples of how to answer. So I hope you perform in a better way next week. Okay, guys? Before you leave, please, I would like you to complete this daily survey as we always did, and then you can leave the session. Okay, thanks for attending. See you next Wednesday.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Bye, teacher.
Thank you. Bye-bye.